Yo, what up, YouTube? It's the Lore Master. This video, I'm just going to go over some of the trailers that kind of came out of E3, or Summer Games Week, or whatever the hell they called it this year. So, starting off, I'm just kind of going to order of the shows that happened. Um, this was at the Summer Games Showcase, Jeff Keighley's show. It was Call of Duty. I'm not afraid to admit it. I like Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2 is the sequel to Modern Warfare 2019. I'm just going to have the trailers in the description below, so if you want to check out any trailer, you can. Yeah, anyways, Call of Duty, there's not much to say about it. If you like Call of Duty, you kind of know that. If you don't, you don't. But yeah, this is one of the trailers I like. Going to the next one is, let's see here, Callisto Protocol. This is from the creators of Dead Space. They kind of broke off from EA and made their own studio, and they're making Callisto Protocol. So if you like Dead Space, be sure to check out this game. This game comes out in December, and the remake of Dead Space actually comes out in January. So these two games are going to kind of compete this year. But yeah, it's a survival horror game, kind of more horror. So yeah, check it out if you like Dead Space, Callisto Protocol. And up next we have, let's see, Aliens Dark Descent. If you're a fan of Aliens, here's an Aliens game. They don't come around too often. We did get one, I think, last year, year before. But yeah, more Aliens is always awesome. This is a kind of top-down twin-stick shooter, I believe, in the Aliens universe. Again, there's not much to say about it. If you like Aliens, check it out. The gameplay may not be for you. Twin-stick shooters isn't not for everyone, but hey, it's something in the Aliens universe. Now we got Stormgate. If this one loads here, Stormgate is from Blizzard devs, I believe, that made StarCraft. So if you kind of like StarCraft, the RTS game, these people are making Stormgate. It's a RTS game. It's going to be free to play, so it'd be interesting to check out. Don't know how the monetization is going to be, because you know, free to play games can sometimes get a little wacky there. But yeah, it's an RTS game. If you like RTSs, be sure to check this one out. And then we have another survival horror game. This year we had a lot of horror games, and Routine is another one of them. The only problem with this game I have is I think it's going to be more of just the survival aspect and not much action. It's going to be kind of walking around trying to hide from the monsters, kind of like Outlast. I'm not a fan of that stuff. Not that it's scary, it's just I want just a little more action and to actually control more and do more stuff. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting one to check out. It's in Game Pass, I believe, so if you have Xbox Game Pass, you can play Routine when it launches. Now we have Witchfire. This seems kind of like maybe a Borderlands style game. It's going to be a first-person shooter. What caught my eye with this one is it's like a medieval times, but it has like weapons, so like you kind of see all the weapons. They have like just like a medieval feel to them. It's called Witchfire, so I'm assuming you're gonna be fighting some kind of like witches or some kind of magic people. I'm not too sure. Kind of see it from this trailer. It's just like people with knives right now, but be interesting to check out when it does come out. The next trailer is Wanted Dead. This game not announced this year or shown off this year like as a new game, because it's been announced for like I think 3 or 4 years now. But this one's interesting because you play as a detective, and it's kind of like a hack and slash shooter game. Not too familiar with like how the story or anything's going to take place, but or the gameplay. But this is definitely one I'm keeping my eye on. It looks really interesting, so be sure to check that one out. Let's see, next up is Ratten Reich. This is like a kind of like an RTS, but it took all the World War II people and made them rats. So you got like British rats and like German rats or whatever. Again, if you're into RTSs and World War II maybe even, be sure to check this one out. It even has like a first-person mechanic. So yeah, it's like an RTS, so you can switch between first and person RTS mode. Kind of interesting. Next one is one that was announced this year. Definitely popped up on my radar. I believe it's PC and mobile, so it's kind of interesting in that way. But this is I think a survival horror game. I'm not too familiar how the gameplay is going to be, but I think they said it's an open world game. It just looks really interesting. You're fighting like these giant monsters, and it's like almost reminds me of Remnant: Shadow of the Ashes, like a not Diablo, Dark Souls kind of shooter. So we'll have to check out that one. But you can also build bases in this one. Next up is Redfall. This one is open world, I think. Not too sure how big the world is going to be on it though, and it's going to be a looter shooter, and you fight vampires, so kind of like maybe a Borderlands again style game. This is by Arcane, the people that made Dishonored and Deathloop. So if you like those kind of games, you may be interested in this one. Next up is High on Life. This one is just wacky, funny. I don't know how to describe it. I like Rick and Morty, so that's kind of why this is on my radar. If you like Rick and Morty, it's made by the Rick and Morty team. They have their own game division, and they started putting out games over the past few years, and this is one of them. Up next is Diablo 4. This game, I mean, is just amazing looking for a Diablo style game. The graphics are insane. You should probably well, you shouldn't probably, but if you like Diablo, you're gonna like this. That's about all I can say. I mean, it's Diablo. Not much else to say about it. Up next, I'm not even a motorsports guy or a racing like simulation person anyway, but the graphics on this game might be the best graphics of any game we're getting this year, and maybe even next year, or it comes out next year. I mean, next year. The graphics on this game are just insane. That's why this is on my radar. I'm just gonna play it just for that reason alone. I don't care for the racing. It's just the graphics are insane on this game. Now we have Starfield. Starfield is just, it's like a space dream come true. Like, I get to explore planets and all kinds of stuff in this game. It's a dream game come true for me. I love space, and the entire aspect of this game is just blowing my mind. And then last, we have Stalker 2. I actually clicked on the wrong one. There we go. Stalker 2. We got an update for this game. I mean, I'm excited for this game, but at the same time, I gotta kind of just realize that the people making this game are in a tough situation, so they just need to take their time. The game will be ready when it's ready. I'm not in too big of a rush to play it just because of their situation, but it's definitely I want to play it, you know, so it's kind of puts you in a tough position there. But anyway, that's the games. I'll have a link to them all in the description. Check them out. Some honorable mentions are that I didn't include in this video, or like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the game that comes out in a couple days, and Warhammer Darktide. It's kind of like a Left 4 Dead style game in the Warhammer universe. There's some other smaller games that kind of got announced, and I just didn't put them in this video, but there's a lot more that's on my radar. So yeah, be sure to check out all those games. They're in the description below, and I'll catch you next time.